Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. What a day! So we came down again. Want to talk about options here. There are two main options that I'm looking at. Both of these options currently include the assumption that the yellow support area eventually is holding. So I'm currently here focused on the long side. If you are new on this channel, then our view is, maybe we start here on the just a bigger picture view. Let's look at the 4 hour. Here on the 4 hour chart, the idea is, then let's zoom in a little bit again, that of this November high, we've been coming down in an impulse. So the idea is we made our wave 1, which bottomed on the 6th of December, I think roughly there, yeah. We then moved up in a wave 2. We had that very, very long and boring third wave downwards grind. And we could now be working on this fourth wave in an A, B, C structure. And the B wave is what we're currently working on. And after that, I would at the moment, at present, still expect a fifth wave down afterwards. But we are not there yet. Now, it could also be that the low is already in, so that this was not a third wave, this is not a fourth, and there will not be a fifth, and that the assumption would be that the entire correction finished down here. This is possible. It's at the moment only the alternative. So the idea would be then that this wave 2, which is the overall corrective wave 2, the end of the wave 2 finished here, and we would then get back into a bull run already. However, at the moment, this is only the alternative. Strategically and tactically, it doesn't make a difference really, because down here we called the low and talked about the reversal. And either way, we did expect a reversal in either here a corrective wave 4 or a more bullish breakout pattern. Okay, so strategically, if you have a bearish and a bullish setup, but in both the idea is to go up, at least temporarily, then it just makes sense to be positioned on the long side. Tactically, it wouldn't make a difference. When do we know that we are actually already in the breakout pattern? Well, for that we take the Fibonacci retracements and we look at the target for this fourth wave. The fourth wave scenario is currently the primary, and it is a scenario that we can go with as long as price holds below 447. If the price breaks above 447, we are in something more bullish and have to assume that this wave 2 already bottomed here. Until then, we simply won't know. So we are currently exploring the idea that either we are doing here something like an A wave, B wave, and we would be in the B wave now, and we'll rally then in a C wave. I think the ideal target for that would be 390. It's the 38.2 retracement. I see very often a wave 4 get back to that level. But of course, it can go up a little bit higher. Could also just reach 321, but that would be a little bit short in my opinion. But still possible. This is the range for a wave 4, between the 23.6 Fib level and the 50%, between 320 and 447. Okay, now that we've talked about that, of course, in a more bullish interpretation, this would not be an ABC. It would be a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, 4, 5. But we're not there yet. In short term, it doesn't make any difference. But just be aware that in a more bullish interpretation, we would get 5 waves up instead of 3. Okay, so now let's zoom in a little bit and we take a look at the movement of what happened today. Yeah. So in the last few days, we already talked about that I prefer a more complex correction. A wave down happened anyway, yeah. So that we rallied obviously here in an A wave. Remember what I said? Wave 4 consists of A, B, C. We saw here the A wave. Yeah, the idea was to finish somewhere here, topped. We came down in an A wave, moved up in a B wave, came down in C, so-called expanded flat pattern. So it was an overshooting B wave after the main A wave topped. And we are now probably here in this larger B wave. So after we made this ABC structure, and I zoom in a little bit again, I did highlight to you that at any point from this yellow support area, we have to expect upside. Upside occurred. When upside occurred, I made the video basically here. I think, no, it was here or here, I can't remember. I showed you the resistance area that is relevant and that we can get a bounce from here to the downside. And I highlighted to you that we were here at a pivot point, decision point for the market. Either we break through or we come down and get a more complex correction in a larger A wave, B wave, C wave. And that's also what played out. It was my preference to get a bit of a complex or more complex correction just because it seemed very short time-wise, this small correction here, yeah? So now that we are in this more complex B wave, the idea is, or the question is, how can this unfold now? So either way, my expectation would be that the 225 level is holding at the moment. Now, I should never say my expectation is, because, you know, I'm not making the markets, but there is a decent possibility and probability that the market will turn around and rally in a C wave to the upside, yeah? But how can that unfold? Now, on the smaller time frame here, my primary expectation would be, now there's two possibilities. In the first possibility that you actually see here at the moment, if I put the B wave here, then we could say we are now coming down in a C wave. So that we had the A wave done, the B wave, which topped here in our resistance area, and that we're coming down in C, in probably an ending diagonal. And this could find support either at 243 or 235 or 225. Basically, we could see this as having bottomed any moment now. But again, it can still, if it loses 230, 240, well, if it loses 244, which it has, but not on a, you know, not really, it hasn't sustained below it yet, then we can reach 235 and then 225. No, 222. The thing is, the C wave is now below the low of the A wave, which is ideal. Okay, so that's what you normally want. And from here, we could now rally to the upside in that larger C wave into the price ranges I indicated. However, I would personally find it more likely that from here, yes, we do see upside, but the count is slightly different, because I would like to see a little bit of a stronger B wave before we come down in C. But again, we're talking here about the micro count, and probabilities are very close together. Also in this scenario, I would expect upside, but it would indicate that we just have a bit more of a complex correction. So that this move up here was just the A wave. The move down is a B wave, and we get one more high in a C wave within the larger B wave. I know that can be complex, but a B wave itself is a three-wave structure. And this choppy nature here just, for me, makes it more likely. If we now see an impulse to the upside, it could very well be this B wave. In the end, we will not know the difference until we break above 274. So if we break above 274, it's the direct breakout. Again, tactically, strategically, it doesn't make a difference. We are now in a support area, in a possible trend reversal area where, from what seems likely, we should see a reaction to the upside. And then we just need to see, can we break above 274? If we can, it can then take it into the $3-4 ranges. Yeah, that's my update. So either way, yeah, in whatever shape or form this corrective pattern will emerge, the idea would be to see upside from here. Condition is 222 is holding, and that's what I would currently find quite likely. Okay, that's my update about Natgas. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.